welcome to my channel today. I'm Tara with Pieces of Tara Artistry. Thank you for joining me. I am kicking off our Pouring from Coast to Coast collab this Friday. And then after me will be Britt Clayton Design. After her, it will be Chris Jessic, then Maida Pours Fluid Art, and then we will be heading back to the East Coast to Garrick Brown Art Studio, and he will be our caboose today on our train. So I'm excited for you guys all to be here. If you've missed any portion of this, please go back and check out the other artists. And yeah, I'm excited to show you what I have today. So I am going to be doing, actually this is two different paintings for you. And I layered these they're all the same colors, but I layered them a little bit differently. So I wanted to show you kind of the difference, and you'll see it in the final results. But on this one, I kind of layered my puddles side, like all next to each other, and they sort of glided over each other. Even though you can't see there's blue underneath the white, and there's on both of these, and then there's white under the blue. And what that does is it causes kind of a gradient and different colored pearls to pop up through that pour over color. And this is a Modern Masters champagne that I'm using. For the most part, most metallics do not pearl as a pour over color, but the Modern Masters does work well, especially in the gold and the champagne. I haven't really tried out many of the other ones. Sapphire does not do well, so I would steer clear of that one as a pour over color. But yeah, this gold and champagne both have worked really well for me for a pour over color as a metallic. So I'm really loving the results that I'm getting from these. So if you have done pearl pours, you know that it has to be thin and stretched very quickly. And what I like to do is I like to stretch it in all kind of directions, but I do it very quickly because I don't want the pearls to be wonky. And the more you stretch out the paint, and the more wonky those pearls are going to become. So I have a couple of custom colors that I'm using. This custom blue-gray that I'm using. I'm going to be using the TLP sockeye and ballet slippers, which I love. Those are two probably of my favorite of the TLP. And I have a video that shows how I mix my pigments for these thinner paints. So if you go and check out, I'll put it in the description box so that you guys can check that out as well. That light blue is a custom color as well. Now, I'm not really super thrilled about the blowouts on these two paintings, but thankfully the way that the pearls popped through, that really looked beautiful in the end, so I was pretty thrilled. And I love how those blue pearls have a white center, so that's what I mean about like different colored pearls. You can kind of see, and you'll see it in the end results, where that white is kind of in the center of the blue pearls. Now, I really do fiddle with my paintings a lot, and you'll see that coming up here. I blow out areas I don't really like. I try to make there'll be different points that I like, or I do work with the composition quite a bit. On this one you see that, and I really like the way that looked, so I stuck my finger in it. But normally when you stick your finger in it with a pearl base, you'll get that cloud pop through, which on this one I think it was okay because I had a lot of pearls pop up after it sort of sat for a while, and so it was okay. But sometimes I don't really like that look, so I'm kind of careful about putting where I put my finger in. Now this is another part that I didn't really like the way that line looked, so I was trying to blend it a little bit so it didn't look so severe of a line left over there. But in the final results, and especially if you're watching on a larger like TV or larger device, you will see how beautifully that sockeye and the ballet slipper they mixed so pretty in these two paintings. So this is the second one. This one I'm doing just a straight puddle on the bottom with the white paint because I know it has a tendency to pearl better and pop up through the blue pearls versus the blue popping up through the white. And I don't know why that is, but it must just be composition of the paint or whatever that makes it do so. But yeah, I just know that about this technique, so I layered it so that the white would pop through that blue. And I really love how this turned out because it makes those gradient pearls, like I said earlier, and it's just so pretty. Now, I will be teaching this at the Fluid Art Experience coming up here in Seattle, April 27th through the 29th, Seattle, Washington. It is going to be really awesome. Lots of awesome teachers at this one. If you stick around to the end, I will show you a trailer with all the different artists that will be there, give you a little bit more details. And then if you go to thefluidartexperience.com, you will see all the details, ticket info, costs, and everything where you can sign up and check it out. So I hope to see some of you there. I know that many of my students have watched me on YouTube in the past, and it's been really cool to be able to meet them in person and really get to spend time together. So hopefully we'll be able to see some of you there. Now, if you look, at that bottom section, you see those pearls are starting to pop up. So when I see those pearls start to pop up, when I'm tilting the other direction, I quickly flip it to this direction so that I get pearls on both sides, because it needs to be stretched on both ends in order to get pearls all the way around. So I really love the way that this one turned out. Now this one, these actually paintings I did back in probably, I want to say September-ish, October-ish, because I did a larger painting as a giveaway with these colors for the Fluid Art Experience in November. And I had some leftover paints and I was really just playing around, so I thought I would do a couple of little ones. So this one actually did sell when I was at the Fluid Art Experience, and I was looking for photos of the finished product, and I got no photos of the finished products except for the ones you'll see at the end where they're sitting in my classroom, because I normally like to show you the dried results just to see how beautifully these paintings dry. And if they don't dry beautifully, I like to show you that as well, so that you guys can learn from what I've done wrong or whatever. So yeah, this one really was my favorite of the two paintings that I did here. And like I said again, I use my pipette to kind of pull some paint out where I'm seeing that I'm not really liking the way things are looking. And I fiddle a little bit with this, kind of blow the paint around a bit. So here you're gonna see a sped up version of this. This is probably about 45 minutes it sat here on my table, and you can see how many pearls popped up in that time. It really just turned out so pretty. And the dried results, it's kind of cool because the pearls are a little bit more matte, and the paint underneath, it has a sheen to it, so it makes those pearls almost look like they're 3D. They pop out. Okay, so there's the gradient you can see of that TLP belly slipper and sockeye, how they mix, and it just really is so pretty. It's such a gorgeous color combination. I love it. So yeah, that is that last one that I did, and then here is the wet results of the first one I did. So you can see that the pearls are a little bit different on this one. Kind of has some interesting pearls, blue and white over there. And that was where they were kind of inversed, where it was the blue inside the white, and they weren't as just as defined as when the white pops through the blue. So you can kind of definitely see that in this one for sure. So here is the dry results of this one. Sorry, it was a video and it was really, I had to slow it down so you could actually see it. And this is my classroom at the Fluid Art Experience. Again, that's April 27th through 29th. Head over now to Britt Clayton Design. She is next on the docket, and I enjoyed having you all with me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.